Hello, this is Gabriel Morrison, and today I'm going to be doing Packet Tracer 6.4.1.3, which is configure initial router settings. So step 1, choose a console cable from the available connections. Alright, and then click PCA Desktop tab Terminal. Click OK, press Enter. Enter privilege exec mode. Enter show running config command. What's the router's host name? Router. How many Ethernet interfaces does the router have? 4. How many gigabit Ethernet interfaces does the router have? 2. How many serial interfaces does the router have? 2. And what is the range value shown for VTY lines? I'm going to come back to that because I do not see it here, which either is supposed to be here and it doesn't have any, so it's not here, or I don't know what I'm looking for. I thought I did, but alright, so continuing on. Display current contents of NVRAM. Show startup dash config. Startup dash config is not present. Why does the router respond with startup config is not present? I'll move this over here so I can type in here. That is because we have not configured it yet. So there's no configuration file to load. To configure parameters on a router, you may be required to move between various configuration modes. Notice how prompt changes as you navigate through the router. Step 1, configure the initial settings on R1. Note, if you have difficulty remembering the commands, refer to the content for this topic. The commands are the same as you configured on a switch, which I'll probably be pausing this video because I don't remember those commands. Use the following passwords. R1 as the host name. Okay. Encrypt all plain text passwords. Message of the day: unauthorized access is strictly prohibited. Verify the initial settings. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I will continue it once I'm continuing the steps. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt to configure the host name. Let me double check that's the host name we wanted. Yes, R1 as the host name. Okay, so I found the VTY lines and I figured out what I was supposed to be doing that I wasn't doing. I should have been hitting space to view more. So the VTY lines is 0 to 4. Alright, and now we're going to configure the host name. We're using hostname R1. Enable password Cisco and double check that's the password that it wants me to use, and it is. And now we need to enable privilege exact encrypted password. So enable secret password is, it's a secret. And next we encrypt all plain text password. Alright, so now that we've encrypted all plain text passwords, we need to do the message of the day. Message of the day is unauthorized access is strictly prohibited. Okay, so at this point we want to, let's see, verify the initial settings on R1. Verify initial settings by viewing the configuration for R1. What command do you use? And so let me end that, and then show, it would show running config. Yep. So the password let me in. Yeah. Enable secret. Okay. Enable password 7. Alright, so that is where it wants us to be. Alright, so we got to the R1, con 0 is now available. Press return to get started. Press enter to get started. Press enter, you should see the following message. Unauthorized access is strictly prohibited, which we have right here. User access verification. Alright, so I don't see the password. Let me continue on here real quick. Why should every router have a message of the day banner? The message of the day banner can be used to provide information to technicians or anyone getting in. Also to prohibit unauthorized use. So if there is unauthorized use, you have that banner there to protect yourself so that you can press charges if you need to. Otherwise, there's nothing there saying unauthorized use is prohibited and you can't really do anything. So let's see. If you're not prompted for a password, what console line command did you forget to configure? I believe that would be the login, so that's why I'm not getting password. Why would you enable secret password, allow access to the privilege exec mode, and enable password no longer be valid? The enable password. Oh, because we set up a password. So let me see if I remember what the password was. Actually, I can just scroll up. Alright, so I typed it in correctly, and we are now in privileged exec. If you configure any more passwords on the router, are they displayed in the configuration file as plain text or encrypted? Explain. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to go back and configure the login, and then I'll get back to that question. Alright, so going back to that question, if you configure any more passwords on the router, are they displayed in the configuration file as plain text or encrypted form? They are encrypted, and the reason they're encrypted is because when you encrypt your passwords, it encrypts all current and future passwords. So any passwords you set up in the future are also encrypted. Alright, so now I need to, let's see. You have configured initial settings for R1. Now back up running configuration file to NVRAM to ensure changes made are not lost if the system is rebooted or loses power. Okay. So we want to enter copy running dash config startup dash config. The destination file name startup config. Building configuration. Okay. So it's now been backed up, and we can restart the router and it'll still have the same startup config. The next question is, what is the shortest unambiguous version of this command? I'm going to test it to make sure I remember it correctly. Yes. Okay, so it's copy space R space S. And that'll do the same as typing in copy running dash config space startup dash config. Alright, so the next question is, what is the short or which command displays the contents of the NV RAM? That's going to be, what was it, show startup config, I believe. Let me double check. No, show running config. Alright, so what's the next question? Verify all the parameters configured are recorded. If not, analyze output. Determine which commands were not done or were entered incorrectly. We have our encrypted password, login. I think that's it. Enable secret password and enable password. Hostname R1. Okay. And optional bonus. I'm not going to do the optional bonus. So, yep. Alright. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.